best of the best that synchronized skating has to offer at the present. I'm sure that our visitors will enjoy the performances of the world's top synchronized skating teams. I wish all teams great success in the upcoming competition, and I wish the coaches and judges to successfully and fairly tackle the difficult tasks ahead of them. I wish you a pleasant stay in Zagreb and in Croatia, and we look forward to welcome you at major and attractive competitions in the future years to come. Thank you very much.
Svjetsko prvenstvo u sinkroniziranom klizanju Zagreb 2024. otvorit će predsjednik Međunarodne klizačke federacije Jae-Yul Kim. Please welcome the president of the International Skating Union and member of the International Olympic Committee, Jae-Yul Kim.
Dear skating fans, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Pozdrav svima. On behalf of the International Skating Union, it's my great pleasure and honor to welcome you to the ISU World Synchronized Skating World Championship Zagreb. It's great to be back in Zagreb after 15 years, so we'd like to extend sincere gratitude to the Croatian Skating Federation and the President Morana for bringing us back to this magnificent city. Thank you. We thank the sponsors, government of Croatian Olympic Committee, City of Zagreb for your unwavering support. And all the volunteers, officials, skating fans, families, and media for your support. Thanks to your support, we can look forward to amazing, spectacular World Championship this weekend. Thank you very much. And to our incredible skaters, you are here because of your dedication and your hard work. So I wish all of you the greatest success this weekend. And now, in the name of the ISU, I declare ISU Synchronized Skating or ISU World Synchronized Skating Championships open. Thank you. Enjoy the competition. Hvala vam puno. Thank you.
Poštovani obožavatelji klizačkog sporta, dame i gospodo, dobar dan. U ime Međunarodne klizačke federacije veliko mi je zadovoljstvo pozdraviti vas na svjetskom prvenstvu u sinkroniziranom klizanju u Zagrebu, Hrvatskoj. Jako nam je drago što smo se vratili u Zagreb nakon 15 godina. Hvala Hrvatskom klizačkom savezu i njegovoj predsjednici Morani što nas je vratila u ovaj veličanstveni grad. Hvala svim cijenjenim sponzorima i partnerima, Vladi Republike Hrvatske, Hrvatskom olimpijskom odboru i gradu Zagrebu. Hvala na vašoj ustrajnoj podršci. Moja duboka zahvalnost ide i svim volonterima, službenim osobama, klizačkim obiteljima, odanim obožavateljima, navijačima te medijima. Vašim zajedničkim naporima vi ste postigli da se ovaj vikend održi ovo izvanredno natjecanje. A našim nevjerojatnim klizačima, vaša predanost, zalaganje i trud doveli su vas ovdje danas gdje jeste. Želim vam svima puno uspjeha i sjajne rezultate. A sada, u ime ISU-a, proglašavam ISU svjetsko prvenstvo u sinkroniziranom klizanju 2024. u Zagrebu otvorenim.
Poštovani posjetitelji, ovime je završen program svečanog otvaranja. Nakon obnove leda u 17 sati i 30 minuta započinje natjecanje kratkim programima natjecateljskih ekipa.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the opening ceremony. We will start the competition after ice resurfacing at 17:30.
Welcome along to the Zagreb arena here in the capital of Croatia. This is, of course, Zagreb. We're on the banks of the Sava River and the southernmost slopes of the magnificent Medvedevika Mountains. It's day one of the World Synchronized Skating Championships. 21 teams from 17 ISU member countries participating here. A total of 479 athletes participating. My name's Chris Howarth, and delighted to have your company, and delighted to have the company of Danielle Ostrawa, the founder and head coach of the magnificent Teams Elite. That's the arena. It's a great setting for what's going to be a fantastic 2 days of competition, Danielle.
I am so looking forward to this. The teams have been battling it out all season, and I can't wait to see what they bring to the table this weekend.
Well, it is a seeded draw. The top group's going in the final group. The 21 teams split into 4 groups. We've got 3 resurfaces scheduled throughout the afternoons. I'm going to put you on the fence here. How do you think it's going to pan out on this short program?
I'm not quite sure. I do think there will be some combination of the Finns, the Canadians, and the U.S. is really pushing strong this season. So I'm hoping that they'll be in the mix this season.
Yeah, teams Les Supreme, 18th to go. The what are they? The 2-time and reigning world champions. They've got to be red hot favorites, but they've been beaten this season, and you think it's going to be a struggle for them?
I do think that it's going to come down to really great skates. I think it's almost anybody's game more so this season than any other. So I don't know if it'll be a struggle, but I do think the pressure is on.
God, I wonder where my suit had gone.
Could you imagine?
Dressed to kill. Fantastic stuff. Well, it's a good crowd in here. This is a 15,000 seater stadium. But the atmosphere always great for the synchronized skating. And the technical panel there, and the judges now being introduced to the crowd here. What a job they've got. We were saying it's unusual in synchronized skating for the technical panel to be so low to the ice.
Yes, we were at World Juniors in Switzerland a couple weeks ago, and that panel was up so much higher than what we're seeing here in Croatia. So it is interesting, and you do get very different perspectives across the panel, and as well when the height is different.
Judge number 8, Anna Nielen.
So there, the running order for this short program. And right from the off, we've got some good teams. Team Nova from Canada in that opening group. That'll be interesting to see. They're a team that haven't competed in the World Championship since 2019, 7th then. So good to see them back here. But really the battle at the top, and we'll get a feel for how things are going to pan out, will be in that final group. So there they are. They're the referee, Chris Buchanan from the UK. And they're the panel of judges from right across the globe. Well, I hope you're ready. It's going to be a fascinating 3 hours or so as we get underway with this short program here in Zagreb. Such nervy moments for the skaters, isn't it? When they just want to get on the ice and get on with it, don't they?
Yep, they're like horses waiting to be let out of the gate. Just all that hard work and adrenaline going through you, and it kind of all just washes away the second you step on the ice.
Ice on Fire, the Italian team, supporters from everywhere. So here we go, the first team out onto the ice. Team from Turkey, what a moment for them. First time at the World Championships. And what a great experience for them. This is Team Cosmos. So what will be going through their minds as they get out onto the ice now for their quick warm-up?
Probably get into the ice and, get your breathing under control and your mind under control and activate all of those, muscles throughout the body to make sure you're ready to do your best.
Of course, a lot of these teams with different objectives here. Some of the teams don't have an awful lot of practice time compared to the top teams, so limited horizons certainly for these earlier groups. But we wish them all the very best of luck.
I do find it interesting, some of the teams don't even have a full sheet of ice to practice on.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine the challenge, just in adapting to the different ice surfaces.
Yeah, I know the Australian team, their rinks closed down and they've had to travel all over the place and train all sorts of strange hours, so it's been very difficult for them. We'll see them in action a little bit later on, 10th to go. But we're ready to get underway now. Our first team in this World Synchronized Skating Championships here in Zagreb. We wish them all the very best of luck. Skating to Nemesis.
Team Cosmos, ladies and gentlemen.
Team Cosmos. Debuting at the Worlds. Fantastic stuff.
If I held my breath on you, I would have died 1,000 times. And if chewing was to show you how much I care, I'll probably be wearing dentures by now. So if I held my breath on you, I would have died 1,000 times. And if chewing was to show you how much I care, I'll probably be wearing dentures by now. Now promises broken, nemesis our token. You turn around, march on to your new home. Wherever you're gone, darling, please don't you ever forget to treat others the way you want to be treated. Yeah. Remember your days are falling over. Can't say anything for you no more. Nemesis is in your case, darling. Next time, treat others the way you want to be treated. Otherwise, you get your passion. And life ain't a bitch. Nemesis is, nemesis is, nemesis is, nemesis is. There's a mother up.
So you can see the team executing their artistic element. This team is elected to do a circle. Throughout the event, you'll see that teams will either be doing circles or wheels. They have a choice this season in that artistic element.
So long you
Yeah, what great experience for this team.
Close.
Remember, a team competing at the Worlds for the first time. And of course, that program nowhere near as difficult as some of the ones we're going to see. And the speed across the ice wasn't there from the experienced teams, the teams that get a lot of ice time. But the experience and just being here is fantastic for this team.
Yeah, they should be extremely proud. They had a clean skate. That is not easy to do with that much pressure and such a big stadium. And like you said, their first time there. So I'm sure the nerves were racing through them, and to be able to control them and skate their best, I think they should be extremely proud of themselves.
Yeah, it's one thing, isn't it, to go out and do all these turns and intricate moves on your own, but when you're out there with a big team like this, it's a completely different entity, isn't it?
It is, and you know, something that as coaches we struggle with our athletes is practicing like you compete. You know, if you're out there by yourself or with one other person and they're a little bit off, you can kind of course correct, but to have the variable of 16 athletes doing that really increases the difficulty.
Yeah, and it must be difficult when you get a team together and you've got the varying levels of the team, because you're really only as good as your weakest link, aren't you?
Absolutely, we say that all the time.
So there they are. They will set the standard here in this short program.
Tim Kozmos ostvario je 22 boda u kratkom programu i trenutačno je na prvom mjestu.
But again, it's worth mentioning, it's all about experience, and as Danielle rightly said, a lot of these teams don't train on full surfaces and don't have a lot of ice time. So well done, Team Cosmos.
Sljedeće nastupaju predstavnice Japana.
Next to skate from Japan.
So on the ice now, the team from Japan. They finished in 10th place last year at the World Championships. We wish them well here. Here's getting to You Haven't Seen the Last of Me. This is Team Jingu Ice Messengers.
Broken, barely holding on, but there's still something so strong somewhere inside me, and I am down, but I'll get up again. Don't count me out just yet. I've been brought down to my knees, and I've been pushed way past the point of breaking, but I can't take it. I'll be back on my feet. This is far from over, You haven't seen the last of me.
It's a really interesting feature for the change of position in the twizzle element. I've not seen that before, where they basically did an entire intersection in between the twizzles.
You're not gonna stop me. You don't know me. You don't know who I am. Don't count me out so fast. I've been brought down to my knees.
This team is of a higher caliber than the previous team that we saw, so you can see that they are attempting more difficult one-foot turns in their no-holds. So you'll see them skating on one foot more and executing various things on that one foot.
I was built tough. I'm gonna show you all what I'm made of. I've been brought down to my knees. I've been pushed right past the point of breaking. I can't take it. I'll be back on my feet. This is far from over. I am far from over. You haven't seen the last of me. No, no, you won't set me free. I'm not taking no more. Can't stop me. It's not the end. You haven't seen the last of me. Oh no, you haven't seen the last of me. You haven't seen the last.
Compared to some of the teams that we'll see later in the group, you want to see them flying through that point of intersection with those turns. So that was a little bit on the slower side.
But as you rightly pointed out, a quantum leap in standard really there from Team Jingu. Very, very well done. I really enjoyed that. And yeah, through that no hold, that
Jingu
difficult
Ice
left foot
Messengers.
outside twizzle into the back inside loop. It's a tricky maneuver that, and they did it really, really well.
Yeah, it's tricky on its own, and then
Yeah.
to synchronize between 16 skaters adds another level of difficulty.
Yeah, really enjoyed it. They can be very, very proud of that. Remember, this team 10th last year. That's the highest that they finished. So you'd imagine, well, unless our next team, Team Nova from Canada, do something special, but these are going to be in the mix at the end of this group,
There's
aren't they?
still something so strong somewhere
Got a
inside
personal
me.
best score of 51.29
But I'll get up
in the
again.
short program. They got that this year in the Olympia
Just
Cup
yet.
in Eindhoven, where they finished in 6th
I've
place.
been brought down to my knees, and I've been
Even
pushed.
under the scrutiny of the slow-mo, the unison between them's not bad.
Yeah, and sometimes I think, you can highlight either lack of unison or excellence in unison when you have gloves on your fingers and your hands up, and it worked really well for them here.
You haven't seen the last of me. They can.
Fabulous stuff. Now let's see if they can get a personal best score here. Remember, 51.29 is the best they've had. Canadians in good voice. Remember, they're coming up next. They're just out on the ice warming up.
Team Jingu Ice Messengers ostvario je 59,90 bodova.
59.9. They'll take that. That's a good score.
That's a great score. They should be so
Team
proud of
Jingu
themselves for
Ice
that.
Messengers has
So
earned
a
in
season's
their show
best
program
for Team Jingu, and they go
59.90
shooting into the lead.
and is currently in first place.
How long they can stay out in front.
Sljedeće nastupaju predstavnice Kanade.
Next to skate from Canada, Team Nova
So there they are,
Senior.
the first of two Canadian teams that we're going to see. And this team here, Team Nova Senior, haven't competed at the World Championship since back in 2019, where they finished in 7th place. Wish them all the best of luck. Call me the music. for Team Nova.
That was a nice smooth transition from one FM position to another. A little bit more speed and sort of oomph from this team going through that point of intersection. Every team is required to do a triangle intersection in the short program, so you'll see each team's completing that element. As I mentioned with the previous team, you'll be seeing more 1-foot turns as the event goes on and the caliber of team continues to increase. And up at the very top, you'll see some features as well, even though they are not awarded points for that in the short program. Many teams will elect to do that to highlight the nuances of the music and increase difficulty.
Oh wow, super stuff. All the North American flair on show there. Could be a big day for the Canadians. Remember, the defending champions will be going in the final group, Les Suprêmes. But that was some skate.
Yeah, they had full command over what they were doing. All the athletes felt like they were all in and giving it 110%, and that is not easy to do when you have those nerves rattling around in your legs.
Yeah, this team from the Nova Synchronized Skating Club in Canada, and it's a club that was formed over 20 years ago, and it's one of the largest exclusive synchronized skating clubs in Canada. You get a real sense of the amount of work that's gone into getting the quality that they have achieved out there.
Yeah, you can see all of the clarity of their movements down to the little finger flicks to represent the music. You can see the unison and the twizzle element, a couple little bobbles, but overall really strong and secure. You can see the skaters changing their position here in the middle of the twizzle, again, increasing difficulty. Nice little connection between the elements here. Chris, as you mentioned earlier, when you put it in slow-mo and they're still in unison, you know that when you're seeing it in real time, it's something special.
Yeah, when I watch that, I know how hard you work with your teams, and I applaud applaud you for it. And just looking at that, you can imagine the amount of hours and slow-mos and repetition that they've done to be able to get that timing in unison together. Let's see what the judges thought.
Tým Nova Senior ostvario je 72,09
So
bodova
72.09.
po programu. I trenutačno je na
Super
prvom
score for
mjestu.
them. They go shooting into the lead, and that's the season's best for them as well. 68.19 was the best score that they've had this season. They got that in the Avelius Cup. They finished in third place. So it's Team Nova Senior leading at the moment.
Sljedeće nastupaju predstavnice Nizozemske.
Next to skate from the Netherlands, Team
So
Ice United.
on the ice now, just finishing their warm-up. There they are, the Team Oranje from the Netherlands. We wish this team all the best. Representing the BKV Cub from Den Bosch in the south of the Netherlands. This is Team Ice United. Imagine the music. Now as you watch this, they're telling a story based on a world where we are not divided but united as one.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. They say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Oh, imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, oh, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us.
So the technical panel will be looking at each of those turns, making sure there's enough ankle bend and pressure and depth of edge in order for them to be rewarded. So you could see from that camera angle down the diagonal that some of those turns did not quite have the depth of edge needed.
It's easy if you try.
However, something I really appreciated about this team was the tightness of their shapes. That's really difficult to achieve when you're skating at a high speed, to keep the shapes nice and tight and maintain your formation and your unison, and I thought they did a really great job with that.
So there they are, Team Ice United, a wonderful theme for that program. Well, as I said, this team representing the BKV Club down in Den Bosch, and I want to give a shout out to Tony Boom, who I know has been president of that club for many, many years, and does a great job promoting figure skating in the south of the Netherlands and working with the federation as well. And he's recovering from a heart attack from earlier on in the year. We wish you all the best, Tony. Hope you have a speedy recovery, and Also worth mentioning the late great Joan Hannibal, who passed away last month, who was such an icon for figure skating in the Netherlands, founder of the SKN Foundation, and she will be sadly missed. A real iconic figure. Thanks for everything you've done for us over the years, Joan. You'll be missed. But it was a super performance, wasn't it?
It was, and looking at these spirals, the depth of edge on that inside edge, every athlete committing to it, that is not easy to do. They executed that effortlessly.
Yeah, just looking at the teams, but some of them had some fantastic skating skills.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. We all want to look alike, right? That's the whole point of synchronized skating. However, when you do have some skaters who truly understand quality skating, they tend to stand out in a great way.
Yeah, there certainly was some real quality in that team. Well, they looked chuffed. Let's hope they're still smiling when the scores come up. So their best score is 46.06, and it's a 49.35. They go into third place. It's a good score for them, but the scores have been high.
They seem to have gone up quite a bit, but that's what you want to see at a World Championships. You want to see the culmination of all the team's hard work. You want to see those scores going up, up, up.
Poštovani posjetitelji, natjecanje nastavljamo nakon obnove leda u 18 sati i 14 minuta.
We will now have a short break for ice resurfacing, and we will continue the competition at 6:14 p.m. Thank you.
So that's how they stand after the first group. Team Nova from Canada out in front by, well, a country mile. We've got an ice resurface, as you can see there now, so we're going to take a short break. We've got 5 teams coming up in the next group, and remember, it is a seeded draw, so the level is going to go up. We've got teams from Switzerland, Croatia, Great Britain, Germany and Sweden in the next group. We're going to take a break for around 10 minutes or so. Be back in a moment.
In Lebanon, yeah, the women are bomb. And in Greece, you guessed it, the women is sweet. Been all around the world, but I ain't gonna lie, there's nothing like my MC. Down in DR, they looking for visas. I ain't talking
Welcome back. Ready to get underway with this second group here at the World Synchronized Skating Championships here in Zagreb. And we've got 5 teams in this second group, and out on the ice for their short warm-up, it's Team Starlight Elite, team from Switzerland that were 15th at the World Championships last year. Skating to My Friends and I. Just how important, Danielle, is the choice of music and the theme of the program?
In my opinion, it's everything. You know, you need a piece that the panel is going to be able to connect to and get behind, that the audience is going to be intrigued watching, you know, something that's going to get them on the edge of their seat, and then most importantly, something that the athletes can relate to and feel so that they can bring the choreographer's vision to life. So in my opinion, it is the most important decision that a coach can make in the competitive season.
Yeah, it's one thing
Sljedeće nastupaju predstavnice Švicarske.
Putting something together that really portrays the theme. Not an easy task.
It is not easy. And then the athlete's responsibility to bring it to life.
Yeah, absolutely. So My Friends and I, the music here for Team Starlight Elite from Switzerland. We wish them all the best of luck.
Don't flex. I roll deep, don't sleep, we necklace. Young and restless, nothing's precious. Not enough time to count my blessings. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, all my homies popping now. All them OGs got me now. Fall with your hurt, can't stop me now. Get a ride with a team every day of my life. Got a mob with a scene with a J. Got a light, gonna pass to the crowd. You the band for the night. Man, front it. Just a jam for the night. My friends and I get down.
Something else that you will see all of the teams execute this season in their steps, their turns in the no-hold element in the short program is that loop. It was not required last year. It is required this season. So again, looking for the quality of that turn and synchronization to it. It is a tricky turn, Chris, as you've mentioned, and frequently causes some issues in the calls. This is the first team that is electing to do their move elements starting in a block configuration. That is also a new feature this season, so I'm not sure who else will be doing that, but that was unique for them.
I'm aiming to please always. And I only trust a few, I ain't too concerned with what y'all say. Chasing that golden hour, just me and my day, who knows? And I stay flexing from planet Earth out to Pluto. My friends and I get down, I hope you ready for the wave. My friends and I get loose, we might stay up a couple days. My friends and I can make this party come alive, okay? Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. You can see just how important the choice of music is, as you were rightly saying, Danielle. And for me, I felt like the second half of the program, they skated to the music much better than the first half. The program really got going after the first minute and a half or so.
Yeah, and it's hard to know if you can attribute that to nerves and them just settling into the program as they're getting more comfortable out there on the competition surface, or if, you know, the movements and the choreography brought that out of them in the second half of the program. Here's that loop turn that we were discussing.
I don't flex, I roll deep, don't see we necklace. Young and restless, nothing's precious, not enough time to count my blessings. Whoa. Yeah, all my homies popping now, all them OGs got me now.
You can see some rotational unison issues in that twizzle element. Looking for that deep ankle lean and pressure on those turns. They did look like they were having a blast out there.
They certainly did. Let's hope they're still having a blast when the scores come out. 53.18 is their season's best score. And they got that on their last outing at the Helsinki Cup in Gdansk, where they finished in 11th place.
The scores, please.
Tim Starlight Elite ostvario je 50,73 boda u kratkom programu i trenutačno je na trećem mjestu.
Team Starlight Elite has earned in their short program 50.73
Team Nova
and is currently in third
for
place.
Canada. Look at the lead they've got.
Sljedeće nastupaju predstavnice Hrvatske.
Next to skate from Croatia,
So tremendous
Team
home
Zagreb
support here.
Snowflakes.
And here they are, the Team Zagreb Snowflakes. It is deafening in here. We wish them all the very best of luck.
Another feature new this season is the change of free leg position in the twizzle. So their first twizzle had their free leg extended to the side, and in the middle of that they pulled it in, so that does achieve a feature required to get the level called this season. Another team electing to do their move element, at least starting in a block formation. They did the entire thing in the block formation. New this season.
Well, a great effort for this team. And this is a team that's been going in the wrong direction over the past couple of years. Finished outside the top 20. 21st last year, 22nd back in 2022, and they have been as high as 16th in the World Championships, so looking to try and get that sort of form back. I don't think that performance has done them any harm at all.
Not at all, and I do think that was a great piece of music for them. I love how it started out with a delicate feel, and then it really picked up in power and impact towards the end, and I thought they projected beautifully. Great choice for them.
Yeah, they actually skated to the music really well as well, didn't they? They interpreted that change. You could feel the energy building all the way through the program.
You definitely can. There were some really nice skating skill moments as well. I thought it was really well choreographed, especially to the ability of the team. There's that block formation.
Yeah, some of the transitions seem seamless.
You can see them struggling a little bit with the turns. They were skated more in a straight line rather than seeing those nice curves and lobes. A couple little bumps in the intersection, but overall a really strong, solid performance from them.
Yeah, that's a good point, isn't it? That's one of the things that the technical panel and the judges are looking for, is the depth of the edges, the pattern that the skaters, the team makes out on the ice. So important. So 35.68 is their best score. You fancy they might do better than that. That would have them in fifth place, just ahead of the team from Turkey. Yeah, the season's best score of 40.76. And you can see just what it means to them.
Snowflakes has earned in their short program 40.76 points and is currently in 5th place.
So there they are in 5th place at the moment. But a season's best score, you can't do better than that.
That's what everybody hopes for when they come to the World Championships. That nice little cherry on top of the sundae.
From Great Britain, Team Icicles Senior.
So the Union Jacks in full fling there. As Team Icicles from Great Britain take to the ice. Lauren Kelly, the coach, running up the hill, the music.
It doesn't hurt me. Do you wanna feel how it feels? Do you wanna know that it
really great effort there from Team Icicles for Great Britain.
Team Icicles Senior.
It felt they just needed a little bit more speed across the ice.
Yeah, it kind of felt like they were skating really straight and flat. It didn't feel like the patterns on the ice had the ability to grow and breathe, and I think that greatly inhibited their ability to pick up speed. You know, we mentioned with some of the other teams, you want to see them carving out lobes and edges and circles as they're skating, and as I was watching their feet come off the ice, it was very straight and flat, mostly using toes as opposed to really dropping into those ankles and using their edges. And so I think that, you know, that will hurt them in the long run, but I did feel like a lot of the musical nuances were enhanced. The phrasing was quite good. Felt a little bit rushed here and there, but they should be proud of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when you don't get those shapes out on the ice, you don't use the edges as much as you could. That's the effect, isn't it? Everything does look rushed. It's all looks a bit clipped. But again, limited horizons. Remember, this team, well, they've been 20th in the World Championships the last 3 appearances. So their goal very much to get as high as they can inside that top 20.
I thought a great element for them was that artistic wheel. Some of the features that they chose to use I thought were great, especially at the end of the program. Really strong element for them.
Yeah, they've got a great look out there. Pretty good season. They won in Sheffield, won in Dumfries, 7th in the Santa Claus Cup as well. That was last year. So it's 41.61. It's 5th place for Team Icicles. And they slot in behind the Dutch team, Ice United. There's confirmation of that. They seem pleased.
Sljedeći nastupaju predstavnici Njemačke.
So the first of 2 German teams up next. This is Team United Angels. Premier Amour, the music.
Comme un orage qui gronde, je pense à toi à chaque seconde. Comme la pluie sur la fenêtre, tu me dis oui et puis peut-être. Mais moi je t'aime pour la première fois. Mais moi je t'aime, je ne veux que toi. Premier amour, au premier baiser, je suis ensorcelée. Premier amour, déjà terminé, me laisse le cœur brisé, je dois t'oublier. Comme un éclair dans la nuit, je voulais te plaire pour toute la vie. Je t'aime encore, je t'aime à mort, mais y'a que toi que j'ai aimé. Alors au fond, qu'est-ce que j'en sais? Premier amour, au premier baiser, je suis ensorcelée. Premier amour, je t'aime et pourtant en un coup de vent. Premier amour, déjà terminé, me laisse le cœur brisé. Je dois t'oublier. Ce n'était pas toi le plus sage. Je me suis fait avoir par je vais revenir comme personne. Supprimer ton nom de mon téléphone et je vais retomber.
Real interesting change of shape in that twizzle element, very clear.
Mais pas de toi. Premier amour, au premier baiser, je suis ensorcelée. Premier amour, je t'aime et pourtant on a tout devant. Premier amour, déjà terminé, me laisse le cœur brisé. Je crois
Well, interesting choice of music there. It was a definitive beat all the way through that, which I think helped them keep things together. Where there were times where it could have gone awry, but certainly a super effort there from this team. Remember, this is a team that's been knocking on the door of a top 10 place, finished in 12th place last year. Could that be enough to get them inside the top 10 here in Zagreb?
I thought there were some really smart choreographical choices for this team that highlighted their strengths. I thought the shapes were nice and clear and clean, and I agree with that musical rhythm, that waltz rhythm. It really drove the program, and I think they represented it beautifully.
Yeah, you felt they really skated to the music.
Yeah, and I think they looked very patient and in command, and I think that's something that's hard to do. It's risky when you have a piece of music with that kind of rhythm to it, because if something's off, it's really off.
Yeah.
But I thought flow was maintained really well. A couple of turns for me that I think could have been, as we were saying, carved out a little bit deeper, a little bit more ankle pressure. But as we were saying earlier, that musical selection is so important, and I think really helped them here.
Yeah.
Triangle intersection, you can see the nice tight shape. I would have liked to have seen the exit, that post shape, a little bit straighter and cleaner and tighter, but overall very nice. Here are those turns.
And some of them were struggling on the turns a little bit, weren't they?
Up, kind of straighten those knees.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they could have skated it much better. So 51.38 is their best score this season. Could they possibly get more than that? Yes, they can. 54.89, and they go into third place. They'll take that. Very well done, Team United. But still way out in front. It's Team Nova for Canada.
Sljedeće nastupaju predstavnice Švedske.
Next to skate from Sweden.
So last to go in this
Inspire.
second group, it's the team from Sweden. Team Inspire. Sing, sing, sing the music. And they're ready to go.
Sing, sing, sing.
Wow, what an exciting start with those slides. That is something you don't see every day, especially that many athletes performing them. A couple of bumps in that intersection. That was a really nice second twizzle on that right forward outside edge. Typically a more difficult feature to choose is to twizzle on that right forward outside edge, and I thought they did that very nicely. Something you also don't see is an entire team of connected Bielmans. Fun cartwheels in that no hold element. Great energy in that program.
Wow. That really was skated at an electrifying pace. Great choice of music for them, and hats off to them for keeping with the rhythm all the way through. That was Team Inspire from Sweden, a team that has been inside the top 10 before. They were in 9th place last year. That's their challenge to get inside the top 10 again here in Zagreb. Thought it was super.
Very fun, very fast-paced. No stone left unturned in the choreography. I'm tired watching them.
Yes. Love the cartwheels.
Cartwheels, the slides at the beginning, lots of little tiny things that you don't see in the synchronized skating community achieved with that many people. Toe steps galore.
There they are. Yeah, if you actually counted the steps in the program, there was oh, this was super as well. That was another highlight, wasn't it? The Bielman there with the whole team.
Yeah, that's very rare to see and a great way to push the rules and push the boundaries.
As I was saying, you felt like they had twice as many steps in the program as any of the other teams that we've seen so far.
Double time the whole time.
Yeah.
You can see some of the loss of shape there. You know, the twizzle element is difficult enough, but when you have to be in line with 15 other skaters, sometimes if you're not moving as quickly across the ice, you know, you lose that shape. So everybody has to be in unison and traveling at the same speed in the twizzle itself.
Really did create some fantastic shapes out on the ice. Great ice coverage. Okay, where will they have them? Remember, it's Team Nova still out in front from Canada. Could they possibly challenge that? Not sure it was that good, but it's a good score, 60.58. It is second place for Team Inspire from Sweden.
60.58 points.
Beaming smiles from all the athletes there, and there's confirmation they finish ahead of Team Jingu of Japan.
We will now have a short break for ice resurfacing, and we will continue the competition.
So that's two groups completed, and that's how they stand. Team Nova out in front, Inspire in second place, and Jingu for Japan in third place. We're approaching the halfway stage here of this short program. Hope you're enjoying it. Chris Howarth alongside Daniela Strauer taking you through this. We've got another two groups to go. Remember, it is a seeded draw, so all the big names going in that final group. Can Team Les Suprêmes from Canada win another world title? Remember, they go into this as the two-time and reigning world champions, but they haven't had it all their own way this season. It's going to be fascinating. You won't want to miss how this all pans out. We've got a break for about 10-15 minutes or so, but we'll be back in a moment. See you shortly.
Should I push up on it, temperature rising, okay, let's go to the next level. Dance floor jam-packed, hot as a tea kettle. I break it down for you now, baby, it's simple. If you be an info, I'll be an info. In the hotel or in the back of the rental, on the beach or in the park, it's whatever you into. Got the magic stick, I'm the love doctor. How your friends teasing you about how I sprung, I got you. When you show me you can work it, baby, no problem, get on top and get to bounce around like a low rider. I'm a seasoned vet when it comes to this shit. After you woke up and sweat, you can play with the stick. I'm trying to explain, baby, the best way I can. I'm melting your mouth, girl, not in your hand. I let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep going until you hit the spot. Whoa.
I'll take you to the candy shop. One more taste of what I got. I'll have you spending all you got. Keep going until you hit the spot. Whoa.
Girl, what we do, and where we do, the things we do, are just between me and you. Give it to me, baby, nice and slow. Climb on top, ride like you're in a rodeo. You ain't never heard it sound like this before, 'cause I ain't never put it down like this. Soon as I come through the door, she get the pulling on my zipper. It's like it's a race, who could get undressed quicker. Isn't it ironic how erotic it is to watch them thongs? Had me thinking about that ass after I'm gone. I touched the right spot at the right time. Lights on or lights off, she like it from behind. So seductive, you should see the way she whine. Her hips in slow-mo on the floor when we grind. No, she ain't stopping, homie, I ain't stopping. Dripping wet with sweat, man, it's on and popping on my champagne campaign. Bottle after bottle is on, and we gon' sip to every bubble and every bottle is gone.
I'll
To the candy shop, I let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep going until you hit the spot. Whoa.
take you to the candy shop. One more taste of what I got. I'll have you spending all you got. Keep going until you hit the spot. Whoa.
I take you to the candy shop. I let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep going until you hit the spot. Whoa.
I'll take you
proud. If you hold the head steady, I'ma milk the cow. And forget about gang, I'ma spit the truth. I won't stop till I get them in their birthday suits. So give me the rhythm and it'll be off with their clothes. Then bend over to the front and touch your toes. I left the jag and I took the rolls. If they ain't nothing, then I put them on foot patrol. How you like me now when my piggy's valued over 300,000? Let's drink, you the one to please. Ludacris fill cups like double D. Me and us once more when we leave them dead. We want a lady in the street, but a freak in the bed that say, got the voice to make your booty go. Take that, rewind it back. Ludacris got the flow to make your booty go. Take that, rewind it back. Lil Jon got the beat to make your booty go.
I'm bringing sexy back. The motherfucker don't know how to act. Don't let me make up for the things you like. Cause you're burning up, I gotta get it fast. Listen. Dirty babe, you see these shackles, baby, I'm a slave. I'll let you whip me if I misbehave. It's just that no one makes me feel this way. To the chorus. Come here, girl. Go ahead, be gone with it. Come to the back. Go ahead, be gone with it. VIP. Go ahead, be gone with it. Drinks on me. Go ahead, be gone with it. Go ahead, be gone with it. Look at those hips. Go ahead, be gone with it. Make me smile. Go ahead, be gone with it. Go ahead, child. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
Yeah, I'm bringing sexy back. Watch your eye attack. If that's your girl, better watch your back. Cause she'll burn it up for me, and that's a fact. To the chorus. Come here, girl. Go ahead, be gone with it. Come to the back. Go ahead, be gone with it. VIP. Go ahead, be gone with it. Drinks on me. Go ahead, be gone with it. Go ahead, be gone with it. Look at those hips. Go ahead, be gone with it. Make me smile. Go ahead, be gone with it. Go ahead, child. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your
I want you to love me like I'm a hot guy. Be thinking of me, doing what you like. So boy, forget about the world, 'cause it's gonna be me and you tonight. I wanna make it bad for it, and then I'll make it swallow the pride. Want you to make me feel like I'm the only girl in the world, like I'm the only one that you'll ever love, like I'm the only one who knows your heart. When I dance, they call me Macarena, and the boys they say que soy buena. They all want me, they can't have me, so they all come and dance beside me. Move with me, chant with me, and if you could, I'll take you home with me.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena.
Now don't you worry about my boyfriend, the boy whose name is Vitorino. I don't want him, couldn't stand him, he was no good, so I. Now, come on, what was I supposed to do? He was out of town, and his two friends were so fine.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena.
Come and find me, my name is Macarena. Always at the party con las chicas que están buenas. Come join me, dance with me, and all you fellas chat along with me.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosa buena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena.
Welcome back. You rejoin us for the third group here in the short program of the World Synchronized Skating Championships here in Zagreb. And out on the ice, it is Team Unity from Australia. Now, this team have had all kinds of problems preparing for this World Championships. Their ice rink closed and they've been training in several rinks around Sydney and at all sorts of hours, so it's been tricky for them, and we wish them all the best. So importantly, the practice time, it can't be stated enough, can it?
No, it cannot. But when there's a will, there's a way. And the passion in the synchro community to just do whatever it takes is outstanding.
They've got a couple of minutes to warm up, get a feel of the ice. Just to remind you that the standings at the moment, as we approach the halfway stage, it's Team Nova Senior from Canada leading, Team Inspire for Sweden in second place, and Team Jingu Ice Messengers for Japan in third place. We've got a couple of American teams still to go. There's one in this group, the Skyliners, and in the final group, the Haydenettes, who are in great form this season, and they'll be battling for a podium place here. And who knows, could be challenging the favourites, the defending champions, Les Supreme. It's going to be a mouth-watering prospect, that.
I absolutely cannot wait to see what happens. All of these teams have been working so hard this season, and they've been innovating and pushing the rules and pushing the sport to new levels, and it's wonderful to see, and I can't wait to see it unfold here.
Of course, the rules change year on year, don't they? So it's a moving target all the time.
They sure do, and sometimes it takes us a little bit to get a handle on them, and then we get it, and they change again.
So ready to get underway here. Music for Team Unity is going to be Golden Hour.
From Australia,
And as you watch them, it's a team that finished in 18th place last year. They've not had an awful lot of international experience. In fact, they've not had any since 2019. So it's a big ask for Team Unity.
It was just two lovers, sitting in the car, listening to Blonde, falling for each other. Pink and orange skies, feeling super childish, no Donald Glover. Missed call from my mother, like where you at tonight, got no alibi. I was all alone with the love of my life. She's got glitter for skin, my radiant beam in the night.
That was a beautiful shape of that intersection, nice and clean and straight. And speaking about the rule changing, I'm sure you've noticed and will continue to see the difficult entry variations and features going into the intersections. The timing of those features has been a challenge this season for several teams. An unfortunate fall on that connecting slide.
Feet up on the dash, driving nowhere fast, burning through the summer. Radio on blast, make the moment last. She got solar power, minutes feel like hours. She knew she was the baddest. Can you even imagine falling like I did? For the love of my life, she's got glow on her face, a glorious look in her eyes. My angel of light, I was all alone with the love of my life. She's got glitter for skin, my radiant beam in the night. I don't need no light to see you
Well, I really enjoyed that. A couple of dicey moments here and there, but the patterns that they made. Love the concept of the program, the way it started and ended.
Yeah, I think it was a great music selection for them. I think the delicacy of the music at moments was greatly demonstrated, and they had some really nice shapes. And again, I'm seeing a lot of these teams are really pushing the tightness of their shapes, which is nice to see because it is more difficult to keep the shapes tighter and in line.
It was just two lovers sitting in the car, listening
I thought
to
this start was
falling for
super.
each other. Pink and orange skies, feeling super childish. No Donald Glover. Missed call from my mother. Like, where you at tonight? Got no alibi. I was all alone with the love of my life. She's got glitter for skin, my radiant beam in the night. I don't need no light to see you shine. It's your
Nice big open shape. As they change configuration in the middle of that chisel, you could see half of the team pulling into a smaller circle. And then again, I think this was their strongest element, was that intersection. The unfortunate fall. That ice can be so slippery when it's clean and you're doing slides. It's important to have real control over all of your muscles and activate everything, especially when that ice is clean.
Minutes feel like hours. She knew she was the baddest. Can you even imagine falling like I did? For the love of my life, she's got grown up.
Yeah, again, not the depth of edge that we're going to see from some of the top teams. But a lot to be very proud of.
It was a wonderful showing for them, and I agree, they should be overwhelmed with joy and pride.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, it's not been easy for this team to prepare for these World Championships, so all credit to them. They've done themselves very, very proud indeed. So 45.06, 7th place.
Team Unity has earned in their short program
So far.
45.06 points and is currently in 7th place.
Sljedeće nastupaju predstavnice Poljske.
Next to skate.
So now to a team that have finished in 16th place for the last two seasons. Come here on the back of a 5th place finish in the Dresden Cup. Representing Poland, this is Team Ice Fire. And their music, Skyscraper.
Skies are crying, I'm watching, catching teardrops in my hands. Only silence as it's ending, like we never had a chance. Do you have to make me feel like there's nothing left of me?
The flow of this team has really improved since the last time that we saw them at the World Championship. They typically skate to more strong, powerful music, and it's nice to see them get so much flow with a slower tempo.
Go on and try to tear me down. I will be rising from the ground like a skyscraper. Like a skyscraper.
I think that's the first team in the event that we've seen do their twizzle element in the grab position, catching with that free arm. It's a nice unexpected intersection. Something that the rules are really starting to push is that you can't quite see the shape of the intersection. It appears and then they move through it. And this team does that very well.
There's some real innovation there from Team Ice Fire from Poland. I think they can be pleased with that. Some axles in there as well.
Team
Love seeing,
Ice
the
Fire.
incorporation of the other disciplines in synchronized skating and their influence on the creativity of what we do in our sport. It's really nice to see when they are integrated and woven into the programs.
Yeah, I think you're seeing that more and more, aren't you, with the intricacies of the spin requirements, and now as you see there with the team putting the single axle in, not easy when there's so many people out on the ice and you've got such a small space to do the element.
It definitely increases the difficulty, and I think it just, again, it's a testament to how well-rounded synchronized skating athletes are becoming and have become. Looking for those spirals to be at a minimum of 135 degrees.
You've got my protractor out, measuring it.
We do that quite frequently to measure.
I bet you do. Yeah, it was a program that kept your attention all the way through. They were really flying across the ice through those spirals.
Yeah, you can see the skating skill of this team and the quality of what they're doing is really starting to take another leap. And I think that's something that's so captivating in this program, is that they're able to demonstrate that.
Yeah, they seem much stronger than I remember them 12 months ago.
I agree with you.
Let's see if the judges do. Remember, they were 16th. They have been
Team
16th for
Ice
the last
Fire
two seasons.
ostvario je
Fifth in the Dresden Cup this year. So
54,99
54.99. That's a season's best score for them. They got 52.38 in the Velias Cup in Gdansk, but they finished in 10th place.
99 points and is currently in 4th place.
So they go into 4th place.
Sljedeće nastupaju predstavnice Italije.
Next to skate.
So we
from
focus
Italy,
on Team Italy now. It's Team Ice on Fire. Music from Ennio Morricone, The Crisis. And this team didn't complete last season at the World Championships, but were 13th the year before. Could they get in the top 10?
Something I'm noticing right off the bat with this team is their attention to their extension in their free legs and their lines. It seems like we've really gone up a level with this team. see them changing shape in the middle of the twizzle. It's an option for a feature in the twizzle element. I thought that was a stunning performance for them. I know there were a couple of little issues in the fall and the connection there, but overall, beautiful performance, and I really appreciate the different color dresses. I thought it, sometimes can take away from the performance, but I thought it really accentuated the artistry in this case.
Yeah, I hope I've got this right. The concept of that, the Crisis by Ennio Morricone, it's about a man who lives in a cruise ship and devotes his life to playing the piano, and the Crisis really depicting that there is something wrong, and those off notes at the beginning displaying that. And I think that's why they've got the costumes different colors. It's all a bit off, but it worked perfectly, didn't it?
It really did. I mean, it was beautiful. It was effortless, and again, I thought the quality of their movements leveled up here. Great speed through this moves element.
So much control through the change of edge. Yeah, I loved everything about that.
I would have liked to have seen a bit clearer of a picture at the end of that twizzle element, just to really say, look at our new shape. But the twizzles were executed very well.
Legs high enough?
We'll see.
Looked good to me. The unison between them was fantastic.
It was, and there's that triangle intersection. Again, as I mentioned, the timing of all of the things that need to be completed before has been an issue across the board in the sport, but it seems like they really knew what they were doing.
Well, they've been over 60 points this season. 60.86 in the Budapest Cup. Not quite there, 59.96. It is third place for them. They'll be a little bit disappointed with that.
Earned in their short program,
I loved it.
59.96
Hope you did
points.
too.
And
So
is
there it is,
currently
still
in third
way out in front,
place.
Team Nova. And the Italians go into third.
Sljedeće nastupaju predstavnice Sjedinjenih Američkih Država.
Next to skate from the United States of America.
So 3 teams to go in this
Skyliners.
penultimate group, and there's Team USA. It's going to be a huge roar of support for them. It's the Skyliners on the ice now. Writings on the wall by Sam Smith. The music.
I've been here before, but always hit the floor. I've spent a lifetime running, and I always get away by
Team Skyliners.
I've been here before, but always hit the floor. I've spent a lifetime running, and I always get away. But with you, I'm feeling something that makes me wanna stay. I'm prepared for this. I never shoot to miss, but I feel like a storm is coming. If I'm gonna make it through the day, then there's no more use in running. This is something I gotta face. If I risk it all,
The scores, please.
Team Skyliners ostvario je 69,28 bodova u kratkom programu i trenutačno je na drugom mjestu.
Team Skyliners has earned in their short program 69.28 points and is currently in second place.
Sljedeće nastupaju predstavnice Češke.
Next to skate from the Czech Republic, Team Olympia.
Music was my first love, and it will be my last. Music of the future, and music of the past. To live without my music would be impossible. In this world of troubles, my music brings me through.
There's something so satisfying about the team starting in that block and changing arms at the same time and coming around those edges as one. you've noticed this year, a lot of teams are breaking away from that stagnant block shape and the twizzles and pushing in different element shapes. Lots of circles are being chosen this season.
Another really entertaining program. Loved it. Great choice of music. The late, great John Miles. And of course, music. It's become a real anthem, that piece now. And it's fantastic in the arena. A wonderful piece to skate to.
You could really see them come to life when that music changed tempo and rhythm. And I agree, it was a great piece for them. It felt like the program was 2 seconds long. I just felt like it flew by, and I think it was because the skaters were so into it.
Yeah, it's amazing when the teams really get going and they get motoring across the ice. It seems like there's more than 16 of them out there.
And it will be my last. Music of the
Right from the off, it was a program that really drew you in.
A very delicate opening, and then when it changed, you could see everything about them change, the attack, the energy. Here's that triangle intersection. The technical panel is looking for those rotations going through. The judging panel is looking for the shape before, during, and after, spacing.
Some pair skating in there as well.
There you go. A little bit of every discipline. And I think we'll be seeing even more of that tomorrow in the free skate. There's that block formation again. So all that's required is the teams start or end in the block formation. You can see some of the skaters moving away from that in the element. That is allowable.
It's so difficult, isn't it, without taking a step to make those transitions.
The amount of control that you have to have over yourself and also in your connections to one another in the line is incredible.
Yeah. So where will they have them? 51-49, their best score this season.
Scores, please.
Tim Olympia ostvario je 56,04 boda u kratkom programu.
56.04, that's a great score for them. Team Olympia into 6th place. I think they'll be thrilled with that. Yeah, applauding the judges.
56.04 points. And is
So there
currently
they are,
in
6th place, in behind Team Jingu, who have done very well from that opening group.
Sljedeći nastupaju predstavnici Francuske.
Next
So
to
we've got
skate
one more team to
from
go
France,
in this penultimate group.
Zoulous.
And it's the French national champions. They were 13th in the World Championships last year. Here's skating to Shadows. It's Team Zulu.
Really captivating opening. Also, smart of them to put that loop at the very beginning of their element when they were already at a standstill. Sometimes we struggle to find a good place for that turn when it really needs to be done with a little bit less speed than the rest of the turn. couple of touchdowns in that point of intersection, so we'll see if the technical panel reviews that for any reductions.
Well, certainly an interesting program there.
I actually really liked the music. I thought it was interesting and it kept me intrigued. I wasn't sure what was coming next. I do think it was a good choice for them.
Team Zoulous.
I would have liked to have seen a little bit more power out of them, so I'm not sure if that was because of the music or the choreography, but they looked like they had a little bit more in them and could have been pushed a little bit harder.
Yeah, my take on that was it's quite a sinister bit of music, and there were a couple of them out there that seemed to get into character, but for the most part I felt like they were skating in and out of character.
Yeah, I do think it's, it is a character, right? And so if the entire team is not fully bought into it and understanding how to move their body accordingly, it becomes a miss.
Yeah. It's a real gamble, isn't it? Choosing something, because it's not easy, is it, to keep that going with all the technical elements that you've got to do and get into that sort of character. It's a big ask.
It is, and again, it goes back to that music selection piece of the process. They've got to be able to feel it in their bones to be able to pull it out in those high pressure environments.
I felt like the music was asking for more than a deadpan look.
Sometimes we call that thinking face.
Yeah, there's some thinking going on out there. But nevertheless, very enjoyable, technically difficult.
You can see some of the rotational issues that happen there, especially in that chosen feature for the twizzle element. A little bit harder to control the rotational speed there.
So, this is a team that would love to get inside the top 10. They were in 11th place back in 2017, 13th place last year, going in the wrong direction. Could this be enough to get them?
Team Zoulous ostvario je 53,71 bodu u kratkom programu.
So 53.71 is 9th place.
Team
We've still
Zoulous
got
has earned in their short
6 to go.
program 53.71 points.
The 6 that are still to come are very, very good indeed.
Poštovani posjetitelji, natjecanje nastavljamo nakon obnove leda u 20
So let's wait and see how that pans
We
out.
will now have a short break for ice
One group to
resurfacing.
go, and
remember
that's
to
how
leave
they
the
stand.
competition
Still
at 8 o'clock.
Team Nova out in front. Remember, they were, what were they, 3rd to go in that opening group. Skyliners in 2nd and Team Aspire in 3rd place at the moment. As I said, 6 teams still to go. They are the top ranked 6 teams. And we've got Team Unique, Berlin 1, the defending champions, Les Supreme, the Haydenettes, who are in great form, Helsinki Rockettas, runners-up last year, and the Hungarian national champions will be last to go. They finished in 7th place last year, Team Passion. All that coming up after the ice resurface. You won't want to miss it. We're going to be about 10 or 15 minutes away from that final group. Your thoughts as the ice is being resurfaced, Danielle?
I just want the ice to be done being resurfaced so we can get to it. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Again, watching these programs develop throughout the course of the season is one thing, and then being able to watch them on this main stage is another. It's going to be very exciting.
It certainly is. You won't want to miss it. So grab a quick cup of tea and then back in 10-15 minutes or so. See you in a moment.
Rastegnuta koža u 20 sekundi uz Nivea Cellular hijaluronski serum. Ultra lagana formula ima 20% koncentraciju za hidratiziranu i blistavu kožu cijeli dan.
How was I supposed to love?
getting down to the nitty-gritty now. Final group in the short program here at the World Synchronized Skating Championships in Zagreb. It's been a real party atmosphere during the ice resurface. As you can see, the place isn't packed, but the people that have come here, they're pretty knowledgeable and they've come to have a good time, that's for sure. So our first team out on the ice warming up now, the team that finished in 3rd place last year, team from Finland, Team Unique. Could they possibly get themselves into a position to finish on the podium here? We've got all the main contenders going, so the lineup for this final group, it's the Finns first to go, then Team Berlin 1 from Germany. They're followed by the defending champions, Les Supremes. The American team, the Haydenettes, will follow them. Helsinki Rockettes will follow the Haydenettes, and last to go, Team Passion for Hungary. What do you think, Danielle?
I am so excited. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I just think these teams are really elevating the sport, and I cannot wait to see what they do here. I think something that jumps out about this particular team is their speed and their attack. I think it is unmatched in the synchro world, and so I'm excited to see if they can put the pedal to the metal tonight.
Yeah, this team, Team Unique, they haven't competed in the World Championships. Well, they competed last year, obviously finished in 3rd place, but prior to that, it was 2018 the last time that they competed in the World, and they did pretty well. They were in 4th place there, nearly got a medal.
Unique.
So here we go. It's a great way to start this final session here in this short program. The Finnish flags waving high. Team Unique out on the ice. Music from the Labyrinth.
So who you gonna call when you're standing on top of the world and it still don't feel like victory?
Hello, you know I'm tired. Hello, you know I'm tired. Hello, you know I'm tired of tears. It all just cut me.
Some stunning pair work with slides in that element. I love how unexpected their twizzle element is. You're not quite sure what they're gonna do, and then they pop into those twizzles like it's nothing. There's that change of free leg position. That slingshot of that one skater through. Really accenting the music, really nice to see.
Put my money where my mouth is, and I hate my cards. I'ma go out fighting, leave my scars. I don't know about tomorrow, but I know I got hard. Put my feet
Again, look at the tightness of the shape. Increased difficulty.
throw my hands out on the breeze and let it be.
And to me, their spacing is far superior to any team that we've seen thus far.
Oh, yes. That was phenomenal. Their speed across the ice, the unison was uncanny. And I think when you're watching synchronized skating, you want them to skate as one. And it was almost as if they were glued together at times. It was fantastic to watch.
And that's when you know you're at the top, when you can make those shapes look so clean and so tight and so organized while executing all of the difficulty with the speed that they have. I love from this team how when you look at each individual skater, you can see them throwing everything that they have into all of their movements. And I think it just reads to the nosebleed sections of the stadium. Their projection is wonderful.
Yeah, really second to none. Just phenomenal.
All the little tricks and little things to accent the music, unexpected, just adding to the layer and the artistry of the program.
Yeah, I think they had everything but the kitchen sink in there. I bet probably if you look hard enough, you find the sink.
They sure
fantastic.
They sure did.
The transitions were seamless.
Again, look at that tight spacing in this intersection. With the speed, it's basically like you're going in blind, and you have to trust that your teammates are there. When the shapes are a little bit bigger, there's a little bit more room to wiggle and finesse what needs to happen. When it's tight like that, you've got a split second to adjust if you have to.
I think sometimes when you watch on TV, you don't really grasp how fast they are moving across the ice. This team was motoring around there. So at last, I think we've got a team here to challenge the lead. I'd have them out in front, that's for dead sure. 76.31, their best score this season, 76.50. It's a great score for Team Unique. They will take that, they go shooting into the lead. So they throw down the gauntlet to this final group. Team Unique lead, Nova in second, Skyliners in third. We've got 5 to go.
Sljedeće nastupaju predstavnice Njemačke.
Next to skate from Germany, Team Berlin 1.
Well, this team finished in 8th place last year at the World Championships. They are the German national champions, and they come here on the back of a victory in the Dresden Cup. Here skating to Pure Honey by Beyonce. It's Team Berlin 1.
Check my technique. Check my technique. Coming from my technique.
Those continuous arm movements that you're seeing are not just for choreography. They are a feature in the Twizzle element this season, continuous arm movements.
You can find the one when the tempo good. Wanna touch my technique. 3, 2,
Very creative way to do that moves element. Maintain the speed very nicely, and something we haven't seen yet.
Nails, hair, hips, heels, just dance, it thrills, purse full, big bills, yes, I'm a big deal. Ladies, gents, boys, girls, let's twerk, let's twirl. Beat me, you wish, new moves, this. See that high score? Well, it's time to put your name on. You're a superstar, yeah, it's time to get your fame on. Strut your stuff, ain't no time to get your lane on. Just dance, it's time to get your game on. Girl, what did that girl just say, girl? Girl, just dance, let's work. just dance, let's slay. Let me see you do your thing, it's time to play. A solo or duet, a trio or quartet. New moves you ain't seen yet. It's time to break a sweat. Now we gon' break a sweat. My nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels. Oh, girl, just dance, let's work. Okay, just dancers, y'all know what time it is. Come on, everybody on the floor, everybody on the floor. And I want you to get your mom, get your dad, get your cousin, get your dog. Cause I don't want to see you dance, I want to see you play. Come on, just dance for me, dance for me, dance, dance for me, dance for me, dance, dance for me, dance for me, dance, just dance for me, dance for me, dance, just dance for me, dance for me, dance, dance for me, dance for me, dance. That's all.
Well, some fabulous interpretation there all the way through the program. The German national champions. It was a tough act to follow, to be honest with you. The Finnish team were really in a class of their own so far.
Team
Got to ask you, Danielle, the costume, the black dresses, the red gloves. We talked earlier for one of the teams how it can play in your favor if you get the arm movements matching perfectly, because it does draw your eye to every arm movement. And I'm not dead sure it works, really, for me.
Well, I think because of the amount of choreographed movements in this program, it was a little bit distracting. But I do have to say, I was smiling that entire time because they just looked like they were having a party out there and they were inviting us all into it. And from an entertainment standpoint, I thought it was fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great choice of music, wasn't it?
Check my technique.
You know, you've got your program components, and sometimes as a coach, if you know that you're going to be struggling on one of them, you know that you've got to bring the others up, and I just thought the performance here was just beyond entertaining.
It should cost $1 billion to look this good.
Looking at those turns, we keep talking about those ankles and the pressure of the edges, and sometimes I think in synchro we create lobes, but we're not pressing the edges, and that was something I noticed with this team during their steps. They were creating circle shapes on their turns, but the ankles weren't bending and pressing. Here's a great example, Chris, of what you were saying. You know, because of the amount of movements, the unison was hard to find for them.
Yeah.
Giving them maybe a little bit of a breather there, where not every single step had to have a choreographed arm movement, may have helped them. But again, just so much fun to watch.
It was great. Yeah, you've got to be right on the money with those arm movements, haven't you, when you bright red gloves.
Yeah, I saw the little hand and finger flicks.
Yeah.
Everything's got to be in unison.
Team Berlin 1 ostvario je
Okay, 61.70, their season's best score is a 63.91. It's good news for them. Fourth place for Team Berlin 1.
Has earned
Can be pleased with that. Best score they've had this season.
63.91
There they are, in behind the Skyliners.
In fourth place.
Got a little bit of work to do in the free.
Sljedeći nastupaju predstavnici Kanade.
Next to skate from Canada, Team Le Suprême.
So now things really hot up. The defending champions. They've been champions for the last 2 years, but they haven't had it all their own way this season. Finished second in Helsinki, beaten by the Helsinki Rocketters, who are still to skate. Here's the start of their challenge to regain their title. Or defend their title, should I say. Team Le Suprême from Canada.
something to appreciate about this team as they skate is you can see them using their whole body. You can see the rolling of the spine, and each joint is moving and articulating, and I think that stands out among the pack.
Just stunning.
Something that I think this coaching team does very well is they're able to build the program to the end. You feel it building an impact, and you feel the movements building, and you feel the team's energy building, and it really leaves you with a feeling of, I want more.
Yeah.
And I think that is hard to come by in the sport, and something that they master very well.
Yeah, that last bit where they picked out the nuances in the music, and one half the team did something and then the other half repeated it on the second phase. Just fantastic choreography.
Yeah, it was a great balance with syncopation and unison. And again, as you watch the replay, just watch the articulation in their upper bodies. It's one thing to have an arm up, it's another to be in unison as each joint rolls through the movement.
I think what came across to me was that there was almost less arm movements in this program, but every time they made a move with their arms, or as you said, with the body movements, it was decisive and it was in unison.
That's a delicate balance to be had for sure.
It's easy to see why they're the champions, that's for sure. So their best score this season is 77.93. Love to do better than that if they can here, and who knows, they may need it. As I said before, they haven't had it all their own way this season. Runners up in Helsinki, beaten by the Rockettes. Haydenettes have been pushing them, they're level with them in the world standings as well, so it's going to be fascinating to see how this pans out. They need a good score here. And they've got one. 78.89, that'll do.
Team Le Suprême has earned in their
Certainly things going in the right direction, and they really have put the pressure on. So the defending champions, the Supremists from Canada, out in front. We've got 3 teams to go.
Sljedeći nastupaju predstavnici Sjedinjenih Američkih Država.
Now a huge moment for this team, representing the USA. They were 5th last year. In fact, they've been 5th the last 2 years. Love to get on the podium, love to get on the top of the podium. What can they do here? Claire de Lune, the music, the skating from the Haydenettes. just breathtaking.
It was a stunning performance.
Wasn't that a masterpiece of choreography?
Especially, again, the build at the end of the program with the artistic element and the intersection, and it just felt beautifully choreographed and wonderfully executed.
Yeah, I thought right from the off, it was almost like you were watching a choreographed waterfall. It was beautiful, absolutely amazing.
It was delicate and powerful, all in the right places.
Yeah, such a difficult balance to get that. Well, they must have put themselves in the mix with that, you'd think. There were no glaring mistakes there, were there?
No, I think there were a couple of little touchdowns in the no-hold element at the beginning, maybe nerves getting the better of them, but they sure settled in, and as you mentioned, no glaring errors.
It really was a joy to watch that. The shapes that they made out on the ice. That's glorious.
It was so patient also, which you have to be in order for this to really hit, and I think that it did everything that it needed to do.
Yeah, so much attention to detail all the way through the program.
The levels, the artistry. Another element that I think stood out for me with them was their twizzle element. I thought the interaction between the skaters and the change of configuration, I thought it was beautiful.
Okay, so they need 78.89 to go into the lead. They need, well, 70.90 would give them the lead. 76.51 or more would have them in second place. 72.1 or more would have them in third. Where will they be? They've got to be in the mix with that.
Team Haydenettes ostvario je 76,74.
So 76-74, it is second place. They slot in behind the Canadians. But that puts them in a great position for the free.
76.74.
They are in the mix.
And is currently in second place.
Sljedeće nastupaju predstavnice Finske.
Next to skate
So
from Finland, team
the story's not over yet.
Helsinki Rockets.
So it's a team now that have been world champions 3 times before. They were runners-up at the Worlds last year. And they come here on the back of a couple of victories too. This is the wonderful Helsinki Rockets.
That spacing was impeccable on that intersection.
Well, there's no doubt about it. They are quite brilliant. But I've got to say, I didn't enjoy it as much as maybe the top 3 teams that we've had so far, but it was just technically fantastic, wasn't it?
I think this is when music selection comes into
Yeah,
play.
absolutely, yeah.
You know, but the criteria is not do you like the music or
No.
not. And so for me, I thought, you know, the shape seemed tighter, the lineup seemed clearer, the unison seemed stronger, and maybe the strongest of the bunch. So we'll see how that shakes out. But when I went element by element through the program, I was extremely impressed in, you know, shape, speed, unison, the big things that we look for in synchronized skating. So I think taking maybe the music out of it, taking a step back, I think it was brilliant. I thought with them specifically, you could really see the depth of the ankle lean on their turns.
Yeah, they covered so much ice, didn't they? Just in 3 power balls. Amazing.
The unison on this twizzle element, especially with the change of free leg position, stood out to me, and I thought that was one of the best moves element I've seen in the competition. I thought the pattern was beautiful, the positions were beautiful. It was unique and original, and something that stood out to me in their program.
Well, it's going to be close, that's for sure. What do they need? 78.9 or more would give them the lead. 76.75 for second place, 76.51 for third. This season's best score, 77.37.
Team
What will it be?
Helsinki Rockets ostvario je 78 bodova.
Oh yes, 78 points, the season's best score for them. It is second place. They slot in behind Les Supreme for Canada.
In their short program, 78
So
points.
it's Supreme
and is
leading,
currently
Rockets in second, Haydenettes in third, and we have 1 to go.
Sljedeće nastupaju predstavnice Mađarske.
Next to skate from
So our
Hungary,
final team.
Passion.
Representing Hungary, the team that finished in 7th place last year, their best result in the World Championships. We wish them well here. This is Team Passion. Music by Kiss. I was made for loving you.
Super interesting twizzle element, lots of different shapes and interaction going on there.
Something
risky axles up in the front right at the end, but they pulled it off.
Yeah, that really was a gutsy performance from this team. Not easy to skate right at the end there, but they did a great job. Remember, they were 7th last year. Personal best score for them this season, 58.57. But they've done themselves no harm at all there.
No, I mean, again, huge, tough act to follow, and they really threw it down. Lots of attack, lots of power, lots of energy, and it felt like they knew exactly what they needed to do, and they went out there and did it.
I think they've really risen to the occasion, this team.
You can see the speed that they have going through that intersection there. And as I mentioned, the twizzles, there was so much happening. Every twizzle that they did, there was something different going on in their shape. Not easy to do.
Yeah, they sold the program so well. Yeah, technically a lot going on as well.
Yeah, but as you said, they pulled it off. They did what they needed to do.
And some.
There are some of those freestyle elements coming into the mix. And they slammed it down at the end.
Yeah, really great effort. I don't think they're going to be fighting for a medal, but they're going to be up there somewhere. 58.57, look at that, 65.72. It is 7th place. That is a great score for them. And you can see just what it means. It's a huge score. Fantastic stuff. So they go into 7th place.
Poštovani posjetitelji, vidjeli smo sve kratke programe. Pozivamo vas da nam se pridružite sutra u 15 sati i 30 minuta, kada možete gledati slobodne
Yeah, just leaves me
programe.
wanting more. And again, can we fast forward to tomorrow so we can see some more great skating?
Well, it couldn't be better, could it? Look how close it is as we go into the free. The defending champions out in front, but only just right on their heels. The Helsinki Rockettas and the Haydenettes up there as well. Could they get a medal here at these World Championships? It'll all pan out tomorrow. That's the situation further down. Some brilliant performances from these 21 teams. And it honestly could not be better poised for the free. So that's it from the opening day of these World Synchronized Skating Championships here in Zagreb. A chance now to just take a little recap and look back at the top three, and what a top three they are. It is absolutely fascinating. So in 3rd place, the Americans, the Haydenettes, weren't they sensational?
They were, and you know, they have been on top all season with this beautiful short program. So elegant, and as we mentioned, so powerful at the same time.
Yeah, not an easy balance, but the scales certainly were tipped their way.
They have been working so hard to get up on top of that podium at the World Championships, and you know, last year they had an unfortunate fall in the short that set them back, and it looks like they are primed and ready for the free skate tomorrow.
Yeah, could not have been better, and it is so close. So the Haydenettes in 3rd place. And you can see just what that means. In 2nd, with another brilliant performance, the top of the two Finnish teams, and Finland, so much depth of talent in synchronized skating. This is the Helsinki Rockettas. Weren't they brilliant?
They were incredible, and something that stands out to me with the two Finnish teams, and this one in particular, is the spacing. The spacing in all of their shapes is all but perfect. You know, when they reconnect, exact same spacing between each skater and the next. They disconnect, same thing, and that is so difficult and so time consuming to get that just right. Everybody's arms are different lengths, so to get it to a place where the spacing is exactly even it's incredible to see.
It's almost as if it got a sixth sense, isn't it?
It is.
But out on top, the Canadian team, the defending champions, by the skin of their teeth, they lead after the short program. Les Supremes.
These two teams were 1 and 2 last year after the short program, so both in a familiar scenario. And I'm sure this team is hoping it comes out the same as it did last season, and Rakate is hoping it comes out a bit different. So that'll be a really fascinating fight to watch tomorrow.
It certainly will. They've both got to be right on the top of their game, as they were today. Great to see so many season's best scores here in these World Championships.
Certainly adds to the excitement.
So there it is, all to play for. If you enjoyed that, the free coming up tomorrow. We start at 3:30 local time. You won't want to miss that. But for now, from myself, Chris Howarth, and my colleague here, Danielle Ostrauer, thanks very much for your insight, Danielle. Until tomorrow, goodbye from Zagreb.